Think your knees only start complaining when you're old? Think again. We often dismiss those little aches and clicks as just part of getting older, but what if I told you they're not just random noises? They're whispers. Subtle warnings from your body before the real roar of chronic pain begins. Millions of people deal with knee issues that they believe are an inevitable part of aging. But the truth is, many of these problems can be managed, or even prevented, if we just learn to listen sooner. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It sends you signals, little hints that something is changing. Ignoring these whispers is like ignoring the check engine light on your car. You might get away with it for a while, but eventually you're heading for a breakdown. In this video, we're going to tune into those signals. We'll explore the 5 earliest signs that your knees are starting to age, so you can take action now and keep them strong and healthy for years to the whisper. So what's the first whisper? It's that subtle morning stiffness. You wake up, swing your legs out of bed, and for the first few steps your knees feel tight, almost rusty. It usually eases up after a few minutes of moving around, so you brush it off. But this isn't normal. This stiffness happens because the cartilage in your joint, which is like a smooth, protective cushion, is beginning to thin and lose its elasticity. Overnight, with less movement, fluid can accumulate and the joint surfaces don't glide as smoothly as they used to. Think of it like a car engine on a cold morning. It needs a moment to warm up. While occasional stiffness can happen, if it becomes a regular part of your morning routine, it's a clear sign your knee cartilage is starting to change. Don't ignore it. It's whisper number 1. Next up, let's talk about sounds. Those clicks, pops, and crackles you hear when you stand up, squat down, or climb stairs. This phenomenon is called crepitus, and while it's not always a red flag, a change in its frequency or an association with discomfort is whisper number 2. These sounds can be caused by gas bubbles bursting in the joint fluid, which is harmless. However, they can also be the sound of roughened cartilage surfaces grinding against each other. Imagine sandpaper instead of smooth glass. If your knees have suddenly become a lot more talkative, or if the popping is accompanied by a catching sensation or a bit of pain, it is your body's way of telling you that the smooth gliding mechanism inside your joint is getting a little worn. It's a direct message that the joint surfaces are undergoing changes. The third whisper is a bit sneakier, a feeling of instability or your knee giving way. You're walking along just fine, and for a split second, your knee feels like it's going to buckle. It might not even hurt, but it's unnerving. This often points to weakening muscles around the knee, particularly your quadriceps. These muscles are the primary stabilizers for your knee joint. As we get older, we naturally lose muscle mass if we don't actively work to maintain it. When these support muscles weaken, the knee joint becomes less stable, and it has to work harder to support your body weight, putting extra stress on the ligaments and cartilage. This sensation of giving way is your knee's way of shouting for more support. It's just a critical early warning that you need to focus on strengthening the muscles that protect this vital joint. Whisper number 4 is subtle swelling. We're not talking about a knee that's blown up like a balloon after a major injury. This is a mild, puffy swelling that might appear after a long day on your feet, a long walk, or a workout. You might only notice it because your pants feel a little tighter around the knee, or the area just looks a bit fuller than the other side. This low-grade inflammation is a response to irritation within the joint. As the cartilage wears down, tiny particles can break off and irritate the joint lining, called the synovium, causing it to produce excess fluid. This is your body's attempt to cushion and protect the joint, but it's also a clear sign that things inside are not happy. It's the joint's way of telling you it's been pushed past its current capacity. Finally, the 5th whisper is a change in how you move. You might not even notice it yourself at first. Maybe you've started taking the elevator instead of the stairs without even thinking about it. Or perhaps you find yourself hesitating before squatting down to pick something up. You might even adjust your stride when you walk to put less pressure on one knee. These are subconscious compensations your body makes to avoid discomfort. You're changing your daily activities to accommodate your knee's limitations. This is a huge sign. It means the issue has progressed from a simple sensation to something that is actively influencing your behavior and quality of life. Your brain is trying to protect the joint, but in doing so, it's revealing that there's an underlying problem that needs your attention. So there you have it. Morning stiffness, new or increased joint sounds, feelings of instability, subtle swelling, and subconscious changes in your movement. These are the 5 whispers. They are the early signs that your knee joints are beginning the aging process. The good news is, by catching them early, you have the power to change the outcome. You can strengthen your muscles, improve your flexibility, and make lifestyle changes to protect your knees and keep them from roaring in pain later on. Don't wait for a crisis. Start listening to your body today. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tips on how to keep your body strong and healthy for a lifetime.